Hi there, my name's Jonathan Parker and I'm here today in Yarmouth and Isle of Wight to film this fantastic Parker C75, and I just had to do this video because it's called a Parker. And here you can see it's actually called a 7.5, but it's actually a 6.95 metre boat, so it's just under 7 metres, but it's called a C75. But as you can see, it looks very much like a lot of the other fishing type boats, but this has its own quirks, it's had its own quality. I believe these are Polish built, and they're actually built to a really good standard. They're not on everybody's radar, but a real great competition to the normal Mary Fisher type boats. And the layout and the quality is actually quite exceptional on these as well. The upholstery is a really nice condition in the main saloon area. It also has seating which is very adaptable in the cockpit area, and it still has its fishing traits, which has been lost on a lot of modern type fishing boats, but it still has the fishing element to it, as well. It is also a very comfortable 7 metre boat. So follow me around while we do some features and benefits, and I'll show you what it's all about. And the first thing you can see is the big window in the hull. Now that creates a lot of light into the front cabin for the double berth, which we'll show you in a bit. But I really like the fact that it's the windows continue into this black here, and we can see it's got a red roof. Now this is actually a wrap, so the wrap can be taken off and it is white underneath, but actually it's quite a nice feature. But if we pop up on top, which is really easy, because look, I can get onto the side decks really easy on here, there's actually a big solar panel. So I think you can see that, yes, you can just about see that. There's a big solar panel, and this solar panel actually has a Wi-Fi connection, so you can have an app on your phone and it will actually, you can see real time what the charging's doing, everything like that, because this is on a remote mooring in beautiful Yarmouth Harbour, and it really is a fantastic place to be. I don't know if I'm on a quick swoop round where we are. Look, idyllic where we are, it's absolutely beautiful. So we're not in the busy part of Yarmouth Harbour, we're in the very, very quiet part. Really, really nice. Also got a big sunroof on the top of here. And as we walk round to the front, there's a nice sized coach roof. The current owner's actually got a couple of cushions he just lays out on here, just rolls them out, and he said very, very comfortable. And we've actually got through to a windlass, so there's actually electric anchor in here. You can control it from the helm, and you can release it manually from here if you want to as well. And the little wing thing on there, this is great. All enclosed boats, I like these, because when you're inside and it's blowing, you don't know which direction the wind's coming from, but it'll tell you on there. So when you're mooring, they're brilliant to have. I recommend that, or some sort of burgee. Really like it. All non-slip deck, and the side decks are pretty much the same both sides. Now quite often you'll get a wider side deck from one to the other, but these are pretty much the same. I quite like that. Very good, very good. Right, should we go through? Come on, follow me. Back down here again, and again nice and easy. When you then come down, there is a step, so it's easy to get onto the back, and then we're in the cockpit area. Now the cockpit area is quite adaptable. You can actually have a very nice seating for 4. Very good. You can have a table if you want as well, which folds all the way up and then comes all the way down by just releasing 2 catches, just like that. Also though, if you don't want seating, you can just take off, undo the poppers, take the seat cushion off. Actually, do I have to do that? Let's have a look. No, I don't. And they can just stow it away. And obviously you can take them off if you know you're going to be leaving it when it's wet, but very easily. Look at that, look how easy and simple that is. I really like that. And you can do the same the other side. Just get that rope out of the way. And now you've got a large cockpit area. Oh, and now you've got a bait table. Chuck the guts away. And now you're fishing, you see. And there's a couple of I forget what these things are called. Rail blazers on here, which you can put rod holders on, and these are gates as well. So quite nice gates, just for a bit of protection, stop you falling out the back. Nice perspex covers on there, and you've obviously got a bit of bathing platform on the back as well. There's actually a rail all the way around here as well. And that does help actually if you are swimming off the back, and you just want to hold on to something for a little bit, just to, you know, just take your breath before you go swimming off again, that's really nice. And of course you fall in, you've got something to hold on to, so it is a safety feature. But again, really nice feature, and they do lock in the outer position as well as the inner. I don't know if you want to just pop down, because there is actually a hose attachment here as well. So we can attach a shower head or something on there if we want to, and we can actually do wash downs as well on there. And of course there's storage everywhere. So we've got a bit of storage in here, but as you can see there's also a small diesel tank. This has also got diesel heating, so it's got a Webasto diesel heater as well for the colder winter months. You still want to do some good fishing, there's still some good fishing grounds in the winter, and you can certainly do that. On this side as well there's storage, and obviously this is for a spare key lock, and then you can see the storage there, and then obviously access to the seacock for the toilet outlet, because obviously this has a heads as well. In here is just again another bit of storage, just for chucking a couple of bits away. And what's in there? I haven't even looked in there. Oh, it's the other hose attachment for doing wash down, so there's another one there, and this obviously has a water tank as well built in. Same gate on the other side, and then we've got the Mercury engine. Now this is a fantastic unit, fly-by-wire controls, and it's a Verado 200, and gives brilliant performance on a boat of this size. Quite often you'd only see 150 horsepower engines, but with the 200 this thing flies really nice. But of course you want to lift it up and get it out of the way, so you simply just open up this gate and then the engine will lift up, and then it's out of the way. Then quite a simple solution, and works very effectively. So I like that, and you just simply clip it and then just simply clip it all back in again. But anyway, we'll do that in a sec. Right, so when we go through though, we've got a deck light, so a cockpit light should I say, and then we've still got a familiar 3-door system, which actually you can close right off. It just enables you to have a much larger opening. You can lock it in position as well. But then you'll come through into the saloon area, and you'll notice there's 4 seats around the table. Now this isn't the original table, the owner has changed this. The owner's done a few quirky adaptations, which I'll explain as we go through. You won't notice them too much, but I'll show you what he's done. This is one of them. The idea of this is that the original table is a bit larger, and he said actually this suits me. I can actually get around this table, but the original one will be provided as well. He just finds it an easy one to get around. This can drop down, and then there is another board that actually fits onto this ledge, and this turns into a double. So you can turn this into a double bed, so you can have a second seating area if you wish. There are obviously curtains all the way around, but I really like these windows, because when you sat here or sat there, because of this drop in the window frame, you can actually get a really nice vista out to sea. And it's the same the other side as well, and they do have openings, so you can slide open for air. Really nice little adaptation. And then we can see really take advantage of the sunroof now as well. There are cover for the underneath of the sunroof for the sides, and there's actually a curtain that does go across, not fitted at the moment. The owner prefers it not to be on, but there is a cover, a curtain for the back as well. But you might be thinking, oh, where's the galley? You know, this is all very nice, because we've got this other bench seating area here, which is great, and there's even a footrail on there, which I really like. It's really sociable. You don't get this on a lot of other similar boats. Normally this is just a galley here, but you think, well, what a galley? Well, you've got one, because all you do is remove this cushion, and under here there's a sink with a tap. There is galley storage, and then under here you've got your cutlery tray, and look at that, you've also got a little gas hob. I really love these gas hobs. I've got one myself on my own boat, because I've got an electric hob on my own boat, but quite often I just want to, when I'm off grid, just boil a kettle or use a frying pan, and this is a perfect solution for that. And because you can take it away, you can do it on the table outside if you want to. Look, you can come out here. I think actually it's a lovely morning. I want to do some bacon. I don't want all the smell to go into the inside. Oh, I'll do my cooking there instead. So I'll do my cooking there instead, and it's really nice. It's a really nice place to do, or cook your fish, whatever you want to do. But then you do, so there you've got this worktop space, and if you want a bit extra, flip that over, and then you've got full worktop space. And then when you're done with using it, just chuck it back on, and it's a seat again. Really quirky. And not forgetting, there is also a fridge as well. So we've got a small fridge down here as well. Thank you. And it does have, I think, to be just check. It doesn't have a freezer compartment, so it is just a fridge. Storage under here, as you can see. And then it has storage under both seats. So big storage there, as well as under here as well. There's big storage. And the current owner has actually added a hatch for quick access into it as well there. But again, if you want 2 more forward-facing seats, a very quick switch of there, and then we've got 2 forward-facing seats, 2 more forward-facing seats, and then a 5th. So there's actually 5 forward-facing seats inside, which makes this actually a really adaptable boat for 5 people. They can all go in comfort. And at here as well, there's a Fusion RA70. And this is an NMEA adaptable one, so we can pop it into the Simrad Chotter as well. Chotter? What's a chotter? I don't know what that is. 2 cup holders, and there seems to be, I don't know why, but there's USB things everywhere. So there's one there. There's another one here. So there's 4 USBs. In case that's not enough, there's another 2 here. So we've got 6 USBs there, and then we've just got the normal cigarette charger. But that does bring us to the helm. It's really nicely laid out. I really like this. It's a nice steering wheel. Because it's the Mercury Verado as well, very light on the steering, very easy to operate. I can do it with one finger. We also have the 12-inch Simrad display. This has fish finder in it, but also you can have the engine instrumentation up on here as well. Oh my word, you've got it all round here as well, but you can have extra things on there also. But it's got a fish finder, chart plotter, really nice use, all touch screen, but it's got the knobs as well, which is a really good mix for use with the Simrad. But look, we've got a bow thruster, fantastic, so that's really good. There we go. There it goes. So that's your bow thruster, and then we've got the Webasto heater control just under here. Touch of a button, get the heater going, and then there seems to be little vents everywhere. We've got vents up into the windscreen, which is really nice. There's a vent down into the area here, in the seating area. I think that's probably about it. So it really warms up all your areas, apart from the toilet. I don't think there's one in there, but it really. No, there's not one. But it's really warms up because you've got demisting, and then the cockpit will really, I mean, the saloon will really warm up nicely. I do like the upholstery though. This upholstery is just like Alcantara. It's quite nice, really nice feel to it. Nice stitching. It's a really good. What you expect to see in a high quality car. Really nice. You can see as well we're teaked. So we've got probably is that synthetic? So we've got synthetic teak. Well, that looks. That's real. So we've got a bit of real, and then we've got synthetic all the way through. It actually makes this feel nice and warm through here. And the other thing, you can control the anchor from there. And then we've got the engine controls, so the Mercury engine controls are here as well. Now this is 5 years old. This boat's a 2017 Parker C75. Now the average hours is about 100 hours a year, so this is done about 435 hours at this time. Still being used, so it might have a little bit more, but it's got about 435 at the moment. And easy to start. Turn to the key, and off she goes. And then a very easy engine to control in and out of gear. Fly-by-wire controls, very light, very easy to manoeuvre. Turn that off. And then we've got wiper control as well, and these do have wash as well. So the windscreen wipe and wash. It should be, because there's a. I don't think it does have wash. I think that is just a wash. I think it's just a wash button, but it doesn't wash, so it's a what? Unless it does. It says to be confirmed. I'll say it doesn't have wash, but if it does, then it's a bonus. We'll chuck it in for nothing. We'll do it for nothing. But a very well laid out dash, and again I like the idea they've done it dark so there's no glare on the screen. But then it leads down into, you've got the heads down here. Oh my god, look, some more. There's some more. So there's another cigarette lighter. Well, it's a cigarette lighter down here this time. There's also a heating vent in here, so you've got heating in the cabin as well. Bit of storage under here, and then we've got some bit of lighting. It's quite nice lighting. I think these are just battery powered, but there is actual lights actual as well. So there's one overhead and two down there, and then you can see the bed here. So we've got the normal. So if you're just here on your own, very nice. You have a really nice lay down. Oh, it's quite relaxing. And again, you can take advantage of these windows. These are really cool. I quite like these. A lot of light comes in through these. There's one either side, and then we've got the overhead hatch as well, which again we can cover up. And these do have curtains as well on the side. But if we do have company, then there is a simple infill solution to make this into a larger bed. So now you can have one, and then you can have another one there. And but the owner has decided that he wants a bit more room in here. You think, well, where's that going to go? So he's done a small adaptation. It's up to you if you ever want to use it or not, but we'll show you anyway. And it's actually to do with the heads. So I'll take this infill out and I'll show you the heads, because his idea was actually, well, when this is in place, you can't get. When this is in place, you know, obviously it's fine, but it's still maybe a little bit tight. So he thought, well, hang on a minute. Well, why don't we go into the heads, and you can look at the heads. So if you have a look in there, it's got nice heads. So you've got toilet, you've got a nice sink over in the corner there, and a nice bit of storage in here as well. But as you can see at the back, if I move this panel, this cushion, there's a hole there. Okay, so quite interestingly, there's a board that goes in place, and you should be seeing that now on the photo that I've just taken. So there's a board that goes in place, and it goes over the whole heads, and then he uses two extra cushions on there, right? So now you've got a V berth, so you can lay here like this, right? You can lay here like this on your cushions, and then you can go on the other V berth on that side as well. So it's something he's added. Whether you ever want to take advantage of it or not, I'm not so sure, because actually putting the infill on does actually make it into quite a good double. But it's just quite an interesting idea that, having owned a boat, you thought that was a good thing to do. So, but it's up to you. Right, I'm coming back out of here now. But that's the Parker C75, 2017 boat, remember. If you want to see how much this boat is, come and see our website, parker-adams.co.uk. Get in touch with us. You can ask us any questions about it. It's over in Yarmouth on the Isle of Wight, but it may come to us in the handball very shortly. So keep posted. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Come and see our other videos we have on offer. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next. Take care.